Mark Williams.
Hello everyone, my name is Mark Williams, as you just heard. I'm pretty thirsty, I'm just gonna take this, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. No, that's actually my wife. And I always like to mention that I have a wife, because then you know that at least one person looked at this and said, all right. I used to have glasses that weren't quite as thick or big as these, but they broke. And they broke when I was applying beard oil, as you do, so. And then my frame cracked, the lens popped off onto the ground. They just couldn't handle the amount of hipster I was trying to pump through them. So I had to upgrade. These ones should be fine as long as I don't move to Silver Lake and start riding a fixie. I was at the Trader Joe's in Silver Lake the other day, and I overheard a woman ask an employee, she was like, this food only has microwave instructions, and we don't believe in microwaves. Really, lady? That's the hill you want to die on? Not being able to heat up your food quickly? All right. I mean, the door doesn't have that dark mesh on it because there's something shady going on behind there. It's just to keep the radiation in. But Mark, isn't that radiation doing something to our food? It is. It's heating it up. Speaking of heat, we're in a drought. How do you like that transition? Yeah. And I don't mind the drought so much because water's still coming out of my faucet. And it gives me a reason to be, have some righteous indignation at people. And you can't really complain with it, or you can't really argue with it. Like when my wife takes too long of a shower. Don't you know there's a drought? I walk out to my car and there's water spots all over it because someone ran their sprinklers. I turn to their house. Don't you know there's a drought? And then I drive to the car wash and there's a huge line. Don't you know there's a drought? People, man, people. Confederate flag's been in the news a lot. Confederate flag. I never really got the Confederate flag because it's like, you lost really badly. And your calls is pretty shitty. So I don't know people's attachment to it. But I grew up in Indiana and even people there had them. And I guess it's just because some people associate it with, like country music and trucks and going mudding. And I don't know if you know what going mudding is, but it's when you get in your truck, you drive over some dirt hills. That's it. That's all there is to it. So you get your truck all dirty and you use a lot of gas, I guess. So all to just go like this, like. And I mean, I guess I get that after a few, like, the South will rise again. I get how that could happen. Growing up in Indiana, I never really had much experience parallel parking, so that's a challenge here. And I can parallel park, but it's kind of like Schrodinger's parking job. It's like I can and I can't fit in the spot at the same time. And if I'm observed, if somebody watches me, then I cannot fit in the spot. The other day I was trying to pull into the spot and I look in my rearview mirror and I see a guy get out of the car that I was parking in front of and just lean on his car door and just watch me. So I tried to pull in and I did like the back and forth shuffle for a while, trying to like get in there. And the guy was just still like, what are you looking at, man? And I'm 5 feet from the curb and I'm just like, fuck it. I can't do it. So I get out of the car and I'm like, I hope you enjoyed the show. And then I walk away towards my apartment and I stop and I turn back. Don't you know there's a drought? I'm Mark Williams. Thank you, everybody.